Hi everyone. Today I am giving you information on the topic pseudoaphakia. So, in order to know about the pseudoaphakia, first of all, we will know about the aphakia. Let's move to the definition of the aphakia. The aphakia literally means the absence of crystalline lens. Okay. However, from the optical point of view, it may be considered as a condition in which the lens is absent from pupillary area. Here, if you can see that this is the aphakic eye. Okay. Now the pupil becomes jet black in color. Okay, in case of aphakic eye, this one is the aphakic eye, and the lens become absent from the pupillary area. Okay, if you can see that this is the pseudoaphakic eye. In case of pseudoaphakic eye, when we shine a torch inside the eye, then these reflexes are seen. Okay, but if we shine a torch in case of aphakic eye, there is no reflection seen. Okay, this is the main difference between the aphakic as well as pseudoaphakic eye. These reflections should be present in case of pseudoaphakic eye and are absent in case of aphakic eye. Okay, next one, pseudoaphakia. This condition of aphakia, now the aphakia means there is absence of crystalline lens. Okay, so the presence of crystalline lens or the lens is implanted during the cataract surgery is known as pseudoaphakia. Okay, false lens is implanted in case of patient eye in the cataract surgery, so that condition is referred to as a pseudoaphakia. This is also known as artiphakia. Okay, aphakia means absence of crystalline lens, and the presence of false or duplicate crystalline lens is known as pseudoaphakia, which is implanted in the cataract surgery. Okay, next one, refractive status of the pseudoaphakic eye. Okay, this is the emmetropic. Next one is consecutive myopia. Third one is consecutive hypermetropia. Let's see emmetropia. Emmetropia means it is a normal eye. Okay, in case of normal eye, the image will form on the retina and the patient give replies that he or she can see clearly everything. It is produced when the power of the IOL implanted is exact. So the implantation, before implantation of IOL, the IOL power is calculated for every patient. Okay, the IOL which we have implanted is of exact power, then the results will be emmetropic, means the eye becomes normal. It doesn't becomes hyperopic or it doesn't become myopic. It is the most ideal situation. So those patients need plus glasses for the near vision only. If the patient had gone for the monofocal glasses, means the distance should be clear for the patient and he or she needs near glasses. Okay, this near should be uncorrected for the patient. If the patient go for the monofocal, then distance should be clear and near becomes unclear, so we are supposed to give the near power glasses to the patient. Next one is consecutive myopia. Now the consecutive myopia occurs when the IOL implanted is overcorrect the refraction of the eye. Okay, such patient require glasses to correct the myopia for the distance and require plus glasses for the near vision, and it depends upon the degree of myopia. Now first of all we will should know what is myopia. Now in case of myopia, if you can see here, the chart is given here and the image will form in front of the retina. Okay, but in case of normal, the image should be formed here at the retina. Okay, so we will provide lenses here so that the image should be formed on the retina. Okay, if we overcorrect the lens, over if the IOL implanted is overcorrected, then the condition should be consecutive hypermetropia. Okay, and they require minus glasses for the distance correction and require plus glasses for the near correction. Next one, consecutive hypermetropia. In case of consecutive hypermetropia, it develops when under correction IOL is implanted. Okay, such patient require plus glasses for distance and again additional glasses for the near glasses. They also require plus 2 to plus 3 diopter for the near vision correction. Okay, so in case of hypermetropia, the image will formed behind the retina. Okay, so it is behind the retina, it will be come on the retina, so we will provide the plus power glasses here so that the image will form on the retina. This one is known as consecutive hypermetropia. Okay, those patient requires both glasses in plus, and in case of consecutive myopia, distance glasses should be minus and near glasses should be of plus. Next one, signs of pseudoaphakia. Now what are the signs of pseudoaphakia? Surgical scar may be seen near the limbus. Okay, now if you can see here that this is the limbus part, surgical scar may be seen. Next one is anterior chamber is deeper than the normal. Mild iridodenosis of the eyes may be demonstrated. Okay, sometimes iridodonosis of the iris may be demonstrated. Next one, pupil is blackish in color, but when the light is thrown in the pupillary area, shining reflexes are observed. Okay, when examined under a magnification for dilating the pupil, the presence of IOL is confirmed. Okay, now if we'll shine a torch in case of patient eye, then these reflexes are seen. Okay, this shows that the eye is pseudophakic, or when we will dilate the patient eye, then IOL presence should be confirmed in case of patient's eye. Next one, visual status and the reflection. It will vary and depend upon the power of IOL which we have implanted. Okay, sometimes these lenticle lenses should be required to the patient for correcting the distance and giving the clarity to the patient. Thanks for your patience listening.